Good evening and welcome to the Stellar Monarchs preview show. Myself, Graham Munsey and Dave Harley looking ahead to another championship night action at Armadale. This time it's a visit of I think they're still league leaders, Dave. I should have double checked that before coming on. Oxford Cheetahs. Dave, for one reason or another, it's been another couple of weeks since we last seen action at Armadale. But delighted to be back this week and a tough match ahead.
Yeah, no, it's a crazy few weeks, and but it would just be great to have the team back on track at home, and I'm sure the guys are all desperate to get out there and perform and pick up 2 points. We're not long to go now to the playoffs. That cut-off date's looming, so victory is vital.
Yep, that's it. And one man who'll definitely be there alongside us is Monarchs Reserve Dayle Wood. We'll bring Dale in now. Dale, as always, thanks very much for giving us some of your time.
No dramas.
So, Dale, sorry, Dave.
I'm sorry, Paul.
I was just going to say, Dale, obviously, we'll start by looking at the visitors. You know, it's been another tough couple of weeks. The pool match, we didn't get finished, then defeated Redcar, but it doesn't get any easier. Oxford, I think we've raced them 3 times already this season and are yet to win. That's got to change on Friday night.
Yeah, definitely. It won't be easy. Oxford, obviously, on top of the table, strong side. Especially Sam's done a lot of laps around there. I'm sure a lot of other boys have as well. So, yeah, all the boys have just got to be on the game, I guess, and I've got to be on my game.
As you say, sorry, Dale, carry on.
Nah, just take it from there. See how we go.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough challenge. I mean, when they were here in the Cup tie earlier in the season, it ended up a 45-all draw, but at one point we were 12 points behind, and, you know, if Oxford didn't have that aggregate, I'm sure they may have kicked on and won that meeting, but we've definitely improved since then. We know we're better, but we got another bit of a shock with that pool match. The performance in the first 4 or 5 heats shows us that there is nothing, no room for errors.
Yeah, no room for errors. We've had a bit of a rough season, I guess, this year with injuries and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, most of the boys are back now. Hopefully, Kai's good for Friday. I'm not too sure how he's doing, but yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned that there, we're just bringing the team up now. Kai is back on Friday. They've kind of got to the bottom, or hope they've got to the bottom of what was solving it. And I know Mike Hunter had spoken to him yesterday or Sunday and was saying he was feeling 100 times better than he was. We'll get Kai back. And you see one other change there. So we're not quite back to our own 1-7, but at least it is a full 1-7. Paco Castagna, he'll be on his way to Sweden for the GP Challenge. We wish Paco all the best in that. The biggest meet in his career on an individual basis, I would say. And it's Drew Kemp that steps in, a former Monarch and a guy that knows his way around. So maybe a little bit less pressure for the guys at the bottom end, like yourself and Max, in that way, Dale, and that you're not going to be looking to cover rider replacement rides and maybe reserve rides for other ones. So you can kind of just focus on your own heats and hopefully that'll help the guys at the bottom end as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest thing I've struggled with in the championship is putting too much pressure on myself and trying to do well, and you just end up going backwards. So, on Friday I'm just going to go and ride my bike and have some fun and see how we go.
Yeah, we've got a few folk on the comments already. It's one good to see. Peter Hill saying hello. Good evening, everybody. Well, hello to you, Peter. Very welcome. Ian Marshall's saying good luck to the boys. Surely it's time for our luck to change. I think that's definitely there. And John Clements asking how was practice at Workington, Dale?
Yeah, practice went well. I had a new engine in on Friday night at Redcar, so I struggled a little bit with setup there, and so I went to Workington on Sunday and got a few more laps in. Felt pretty good on the bike, so hopefully we can get it sorted and bang some points on the board.
Yeah, and just one thing I wanted to check, Dale, it's kind of got forgotten about with everything else that happened, and Adam Roynan sadly, I think he broke his shoulder in that pool match, but no ill effects for you physically after that crash in Heat 2. It was a pretty spectacular one. I mean, I think Adam kind of not cut across you, but his dirt deflector sort of collected your front wheel, didn't it? And then that picked you up, and you collected Adam on the way down. So no physical effects for yourself?
Yeah, no effects for me. Yeah, unfortunate for Adam. Yeah, just clipped my front wheel, and I was heading for the fence, so I just bailed off the bike. I wasn't going in there, so and yeah, just clipped Adam's bike, and unfortunately, come down pretty hard and done some damage.
Yeah, as you say, unfortunately, part of Speedway wish Adam well and a speedy recovery there, and yeah, but it's a different challenge for you. Not any weaker, and certainly at reserve when Cameron Heaps at number 6 for Oxford is going to be a tough ask for you boys, but then also Luke Killeen as well. So hopefully opportunity to pick up some points, and because we'll need to be taking it from all 7 riders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Cameron and Luke, they're both good riders, so it's not going to be any easy races. But yeah, we'll give it our best and hopefully do the job.
Yeah, and it's a question I was going to ask Dale. I can put my hands up and say I know nothing about Speedway bikes. Some would say I know nothing about Speedway, but I know nothing about Speedway bikes, full stop. So have you found, I mean, I guess riding back in Oz, you pretty much know 9 times out of 10 when you show up a track, the conditions are going to be 30 Celsius and the sun's going to be spotting the trees. Have you found a difference from the start of the season? Now, you mentioned trying that new engine at Redcar. Have you found that bit more difficult and maybe chasing setups just because, the bike reacts differently when it's cold to when it's dry to when it's wet to when it's warmer? Is that something new for you that you've experienced as the seasons went on?
Yeah, I'm definitely learning a bit more about the setup and the different weather conditions and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, as you say, back in Australia, it's always pretty warm and yeah, so pretty standard sort of setup there. But here it's sort of up and down, and yeah, just still figuring it out. Like I'm still learning all that sort of stuff as well. So.
Yeah, I mean, talk about damp weather conditions, that British final last night. We've got to say well done to Dan Bewley for winning the title, and good luck to Steve Worrell, one of our 2014 championship winning team members, as he gets the Cardiff wildcard. So fantastic opportunity for him, and as you said earlier, Paco Castagna going on this Saturday night in Sweden with the opportunity to get there next year. So all big events there. Dale, and that's something, I guess, longer term that you'd be aiming for yourself, or not too far ahead?
Yeah, always aiming to go further and yeah, give it my best. Yeah, we went down to Manchester last night, and we were pretty surprised they actually run, but they got through the whole meeting, which is good. I probably wouldn't have liked riding that track, but I would have gave it a go. But yeah, hopefully they try and get there in the next couple of years or so, and yeah, see what we can do.
Yeah, the amount of call-outs, Dale, during the day, if they'd known you were heading down, if you'd had a bike in the back with you, you might have got a shot anyway, whether you wanted it or not. It was
yeah, that's right.
Changes that lineup from when it was first put out.
Yeah, definitely. Would have been good, but yeah, maybe next year.
Yeah, so we've got a few more people watching. So would you, as always, get your comments and questions in for Dale. I can see your teammate Bastian's watching. It wouldn't be an appearance on EMTV for yourself or Paco without a wee mention of the Mauser, the moustache, and the compliments there. Bastian told me he was in Poland riding tonight, so I don't know if that meeting got called off or if it was this afternoon.
I think it was this afternoon.
Was it this afternoon? So there you go. Probably it's coming all the way from Poland just to tune in for you, Dale. That's how your teammates support you at the Monarchs. And then Ryan Muir, as always, he's in there. One word, Woody. There you go. No comment, no question, just a statement of fact. Woody is indeed on the show. So do get your questions in. Dale, we've spoken about a few times maybe now, and the season's kind of kicking on into August. So 6 weeks, hopefully longer, left on the season to go. can you believe we're at this stage of the season now? It must have been an absolute whirlwind. You have lived through it, but does it feel like you've been on the shores for 4 or 5 months now, or does it still feel like it was yesterday you stepped off that plane?
Oh,
yeah, it's going pretty quick. It's nearly home time, I guess, and yeah, fingers crossed we can get back next year. Hopefully back with the Monarchs. Good bunch of boys.
Yep. So I think, Dave, it might be some technical issues deal with Wi-Fi. So just while that's sorting itself out in the background, why don't we bring the Oxford team up and just have a look at their position? And again, we've touched on it before, and people might be accusing us of excuses, but when I look at that lineup there, look, Colleen had a spell out. Louis Kerr's not had a season of mission injuries, but the mainstays, I don't think have missed a meeting. Sam Masters, Scotty Nicholls, Cameron Heaps, guys that all fly around Armadale. And then, the rest of the lineup, Henry Atkins, what a season he's having. I think he came in on a 2-point average, didn't he? Maybe just over. He's up at 5. I spoke to him for the programme. He's loving life there. Jordan Jenkins, another one on the up and up. And I think everyone, probably myself included, thought Oxford had built just a smidge too top heavy at the start of the season. But those guys like Heaps, Colleen back in, Atkins, Jenkins are really proving everyone wrong. And that's where Oxford get their strength from, not just the top end.
yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a pretty strong-looking team, particularly at Armadale. Obviously, we know all about Sam, Louis Kerr, and plenty laps out there, and Jordan Jenkins going pretty well as well at the moment. So it's a tough match, and not even mentioned Scott Nicholls, who was a maximum man earlier in the season in that 45-all draw. But yeah, teams there to be shot down, and we'll be able to get some points off them on Friday night. Dale.
Yeah, we give it our best shot, I guess, and it's not, as I said before, there's not going to be any easy races. All the boys are fast, and right through the team. So we just got to be on our game and do our best and see what happens at the end of the night.
That's it. I think that the message got to be to get in about it right from the start. We can't be giving anyone a big lead when you've then got the likes of Nicholls and Masters and 4 of the last 5 races, at least one of them, if not 2. But Dave, you've got the magic button there for the link. So as always, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets. Buy your tickets early, get yourself along, cheer on the boys. If for any reason you can't make it along, myself and Mike will be up in our commentary position on the stream. That's edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. Both on the night and on the stream, we will have the Northern Junior League match. It's the home derby, Dave, isn't it? So it's the Wildcats versus the Angels. So I assume that means a few extra rides for yourself as well, Dale. A busy night for yourself on Friday.
Yeah, it'll be good to get some extra laps in around Armadale. It's a tricky track, and I'm still learning there. So more laps, the better for me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that was an aborted match from a couple of weeks ago, but yeah. So back into the comments, we've got a few. Ryan Muir's talking about having a Friday night off, but here's Peter Hill got a question for you. How far are Woody going to make to trying to collect his bike on Friday? That'll be collected after winning the race and breaking down on the parade lap there, Peter. Thanks very much.
Yeah, that's it. Hopefully, as you said, breaking down on the parade lap.
Yeah. So, Dave, as we say, big match again. I probably get accused of saying that every week, but we've only got 4 home fixtures left and 2 away fixtures, if my maths is right now. And Birmingham picking up that win at Berwick last week, they've brought themselves potentially back into it. Plymouth were due to be riding. It was a 7 p.m. tapes up. I didn't see any announcement that match was off against Redcar. And they've got a lot of matches to make up. So you'll see the matches running across there. I think the only one that's still to be confirmed is the restaging of the pool match. Look at that, Dave. You're so ahead of the game. You've even got a TBC in there for that. So that's your home fixtures there. starts this Friday. Oxford are the visitors. Mention once, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/tickets for your tickets for that. If you can't make it along, edinburghmonarchs.co.uk/EMTV. Dave, I assume the Fans Trust draw is still ongoing. Obviously, I know with no matches to run, ticket sales, maybe not as many opportunities for people to pick up their tickets at the stadium, but give the guys the details.
Yeah, definitely. I think the plan is to make the draw on the 25th of August, so a week on Friday, the Birmingham. It's Birmingham, isn't it? Or Plymouth? Well, we just had them on screen and I've forgotten already. How good am I? Yeah, so the plan is to make the draw there. So still opportunities this Friday night to pick up some tickets. Get yourself on there. Lots of great prizes, some restaurants in town, some hairdressers, various things. But yeah, and of course that £500 cash prize. That's it.
Going to bury the lead there, Dave. That half a bag of sand, as the Cockney rhyming slang would be at the top end, would be pretty nice for somebody.
So yeah, no, that's fantastic, and we know how crucial the Fans Trust is, and it'll be good to give a little boost to the funds. I've got a Fans Trust meeting after this tonight, so hopefully we'll have some more announcements to make in the next week or two. If that, yeah, we kind of trailed that a couple of weeks ago, but there's a big achievement coming up from the Fans Trust, so you should hear about that on Friday. The other thing that's happening on Friday, talking about that sort of thing, is the Speedway Riders Benevolent Funds collection will be on. And while we're doing that, the kids' race, which was supposed to be on the Monarch's birthday a couple of weeks ago, they're going to run that on Friday night. So get your young boys and your young Monarchs fans, your trackside, and they'll get a run around the shell at Armadale on Friday night in the middle of that Oxford match.
Yeah, I know a couple of contenders. I was speaking to Neil McGlade, our man at the Edinburgh Evening News. His young lad Archie was adamant he was going to win that, so he was gutted last week. And I know young Mr. Gilroy, young Harry Gilroy, will be desperate for a win in that one as well. So there'll be some hot action in the kids' race as well as on track. Dale, as always, I know you've got a lot of family and friends that watch these kind of things and watch the stream back in Oz. So just before we finish up, but any messages for anyone back home?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank all my sponsors and supporters and mum and dad for watching, and yeah, all that stuff. And yeah, I'll see you soon.
Yep, Dale, see you soon. We'll see you on Friday at Armadale. First, before that, Dale, as we mentioned, 7:30 tapes up. The Oxford Cheetahs come to town. But until then, as always, thanks for watching and good night.
Yeah, thanks very much, guys. We'll see you soon.